Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dee, dum, 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 dee, dum, 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 dee, dum, dum. Bum, bum, dee, dum, bum, bum, dee, dum, dum. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Do you understand? They're gonna give you what? Nice again, got to here. How are you? Hope how's going? How are we doing today, folks? How are we doing today? Oh. So here we are. We're drawing. Had a bad day yesterday. Oh. Oh, so do you want to talk about it? I'm so sorry to hear it. By the way, actually. Not really. Oh, okay. If you don't want to talk about it, it's right. Sometimes it's for the better, for your psyche. So, I remember you've got my support. Remember that you've got my my support, and if you'd ever want to just vent, my DMs are open. Sometimes, you know, venting, you know, just letting the steam go is good. Sometimes I was even like writing the vent when I really needed to vent, because like I was thinking like I'm going to explode. I was just opening a notepad and writing stuff in the notepad. Yeah, sometimes just talking with a friend or trying to forget about stuff is also really good. You know, that moment of relaxation. Yeah, got upset over dumb stuff, things piled up too. Yeah, I can relate, I can understand. It's right, buddy. Hope now everything is better, and that, you know, and that you can relax a little bit. Oh. Hi to cats, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope has gone. What are you drawing? There's a Vtuber called Zentraya. We are drawing her in a haunted house because she actually had a bunch of clips from Papa Matt streams. Well, that's bothering me that they get upset over silly stuff. I mean... Sometimes there are days where nothing goes well. Even the simplest thing. You're trying to make a scrambled eggs, the shell falls in, and the rest of the day just, you know, everything is just going down the gutter of your day. Had days like that, so I totally understand that at times you can just get mad over silly stuff. Because sometimes it's not about the silly stuff that happened, but about stuff that were happening earlier that day, right? Or how many bad things were happening earlier that day. It's very difficult at times to get a deep breath. You know, very difficult to... Very difficult to push through some stuff. So it's just a bottled up anger, and at times there's not much room to add even a drop of water, if you know what I mean. Also, check the perspective. Yeah, I am highly aware. The perspective is kind of mangled up. I mean, yeah, no, it's kind of mangled up. It's like this arm is really messing me up. I need to like lower it a little probably and go from there. The guy is like fisheye, but the floor is uniform. Yeah. That's something that I couldn't really wrap my head around. Like, how did I manage to pull off a fisheye while I didn't really went for the fisheye effect? Yeah, it's been... at the time when I was drawing it, I was pretty tired, so yeah, I could just miss obvious stuff. You tend to overdo the perspective a lot of times. Yeah, I do. Have you heard of fish in birdcage? No, I didn't. I think that creates a fisheye. Yeah. Well, that depends. Because fisheye is a very specific view. The focus point is very specific. Usually fisheye gets created when you're looking at the at 4 points perspective. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know, everything is kind of like wrapping around. So it kind of creates that, you know, fisheye lens specific bulge on the stuff. I tend to overdo it, even though like my perspective looked like this. That is not fisheye perspective. Like, it should point the character directly. I think my main issue is that I'm making things smaller too quickly, which is actually the effect of the fisheye perspective. Like, I need to kind of expand the legs, I'm assuming. Thank you for pointing that out, Zaga. I really appreciate that. I think because of that I can push the head a little bit further. So, folks, how was this day for you? I have to say I've been chilling most of the time. Well, chilling, I've been at work. Came back from work and now I'm here. This Google fisheye art. It might be quite similar, isn't it? Skip. Yeah, because foreshortening works differently to as I see. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Oh, I don't know why am I skipping the messages, especially recently. It's a weird thing. I can't think of, like, I can't imagine actually this happening earlier in my YouTube streams. you know, way before I even had my 3D model and started streaming on Twitch, actually. Skip 50% of the messages on Sunday. Did I really? Oh shucks, that's really bad. I'm so sorry, folks. At least a few of them. I also think that at times I'm starting to respond to the message and I just cut what I'm talking about and I'm switching the topic, which is pretty bad. Again, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry. But you had a lot of things to pay attention to. Yeah, kinda. Drawing, shuffle. I had to watch out for Discord, not to show some stuff that I didn't wanted to show. I think there might be a bit better case of making streams like that. This is like also for the sake of streaming with my friends, not only my GF. Because at times I wish I had the possibility to stream perspective of Izu when we were drawing Pokemon as humans. And yeah, unfortunately I didn't really have possibility to because I also didn't really wanted to show stuff that I was talking with Izu about, and even though those are not really that crazy, I mean they are crazy, like we're talking about some crazy topics actually, every now and then. And usually it's me like spamming Izu, and then saying the thing. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Because like the fisheye lens is actually for fisheye lens effect is 4 points perspective for those who are interested. So generally having a fisheye perspective means that you have 4 focal points, and right in the middle there's the entire thing is bulging out, so the foreshortening gets really crazy there, as in the fisheye lens photos, right? And that wasn't necessarily the effect I was going for when I was drawing. Like, I think the body's okay, but I have to now redo the body. So I want her body to kind of go like this. It's really important. Your character foreshadowing is very similar, yeah. Yeah, it was. I think I wanted to have more or less the background to kind of be shown from the top. So like, you know, it kind of is. So the foreshortening would still be quite crazy there, if you know what I mean. I think it's because you don't just make it shorter to the direction, but making it too thin. Yes, that's true. I'm making it too thin. It actually is this thing. And to be fair, foreshortening should actually also makes the object smaller, but it depends like how much you, like. Also totally confused with game stuff. Which game is popular and why my old crappy game has more players and downloads than much better ones. To be fair, I've noticed that this thing is happening. That's why, for example, I was mentioning that for some reason RPG Maker games have a lot of popularity on each. It's weird. I think it's like, I think on Steam it wouldn't really fly. Although, like, what was the thing? Not Hunger Games. Fear and Hunger, there you go. That's why, for example, Fear and Hunger, which is RPG Maker game, was popular too. There's just a very specific, like, a note, tone to certain games that sparks in many people the belief, like, liking. It happens people by people. Seen somebody making a lot of variety games and people don't play them, but they are good. I think it's because, like, one, like, a lot of stuff is connected not necessarily with the visual, but for example with the story. A lot of stuff are like, so a lot of people, for example, like the story. Some people like the systems that are happening there, right? I've seen someone making literally a survival RPG game. None of them have story. I see. But for example, the character design, which might be appealing, the concept of the game, which might be appealing, right? So yeah, there's a lot of things happening for that. Also, I've noticed that a lot of people tend to actually, well, how to say this? A lot of people who made a success with their games. Hi Zev, got over here, how are you playing this game? So basically, when they have, you know, their stuff like stacked in, right? They have already their games put in together, and like people like them. They tend to disappear, you know, the developers. But surprisingly, they're making new accounts. And those new accounts actually are just for the sake. So I think it's like a, oh hey, like first impression, or maybe like, oh hey, someone new came to the scene, and a lot of people are checking the game, and so it's like a mix, might be a mixture of that. Maybe the first game wasn't really that bad, or they just get enough money. Yes, does that. What's that? You're just drawing. I'm reading the perspective. I'm reading the perspective on the drawing. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's that. Or they just make enough money. Or want to have clean slate, not being judged by previous game. Yes. Yeah. And I think those people who keep on making the same variety games might have done their first game necessarily really appealing, and it already ruined their, you know, like popularity among the community, right? So yeah, that's that. Or they said something that made people not want to do it, like not want to play it. Place of previous game coming and demanding update of previous game instead of the new one. Yes, that is unfortunately a thing. Yeah, that is unfortunately a thing. Like that, I think that would also depend, because if it's like an RPG game, there is an end to it. If someone is making a game that might as well never end, people are going to come in and demand updates, right? It's difficult to tell people like, hey, the project is dead. Like, don't expect anything yet. Even though we are making like 1, 2, 3 different, you know, updates, community posts and stuff, people are still going to demand updates. Like some of them even made like demanded updates on, like some of the people are still demanding, for example, updates on Team Fortress, even though the game has been declared dead for like really, you know, for a really long time now. So yeah, it's just a matter of fact, like how you want to pursue the game or how you want to perceive the game. Because it's the fan base, right? Some people actually tend to make the game universe, right? I've seen this happen every now and then. And basically, well, how to say this? So basically, people are like, I'm making my artistic universe, right? Oh hey, we are doing now 20 OCs, and later on I'm going to, for example, sit down and write stories for them, right? and based on this like lore of the world, based on the stories of the teams, how they've settled, etc., I'm going to make illustrations out of that, right? And potentially there might be some more stuff, right? And of course, like, there are going to be people coming in, oh hey, when you're going to draw Arya, or hey, I really liked Azura, could you draw illustration of her, right? So there's always going to be this effect, and it's kind of like, oh okay, people like those characters more over those, and nobody talks about these characters, so these characters that nobody talks about might as well disappear. I'm going to cultivate those characters that are likable, and we are just going to go with them, right? And that's why, for example, I'm making a cushion of 20 OCs, because, for example, a lot of people might come in, they're going to pick their favorites, of course, and based off of that, I'm going to, like, try to fulfill the demands. But at a certain point, I'll have to stop. Maybe make new OCs, introduce some new OCs, right? And the best way, like in art, the best way is to like make illustrations together, right? So like, oh hey, a lot of people like Arya, let's make Arya with this new character and see how they are going to look at them, at that character, right? So like, and I think with the games quite often it's kind of similar, like you are making something, it's a huge thing. It's good to kind of try to slap down money, now make this, yes, or something like, yes, exactly, like make her graduate the college, now make her eating a burger, and there's always someone in the comments, now make her give birth, right? Like exactly that kind of system, right? So now make her eat 200 burgers. Yeah, like that's that, right? Now make her into a sloppy gamer girl, or a goth thick mommy, or something like that. Like there are a lot of people, many different people. A lot of people are going to come in, have their own demands. There are going to be people new to the stuff you are outputting, right? To the stories, to the illustrations, but they might as well catch up. I mean, you can't really miss making characters into gothic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's that. But it's literally, you know, more or less the same idea. So if you're, for example, making a game and a lot of people like the universe, go for it. Try to like move around this universe and try to output something, you know. I know some people like lolis more, but I never understood them. Yeah, like that's a very slippery topic when it comes to lolis. Or shotas. By the way, lolis and shotas are kind of the same thing. Loli is a girl and shota is a boy. I'm avoiding them. Yeah, I too. I do too. Like, but like, you know, there's a more or less understanding, because I've kind of heard like people talking about this, and there was a huge drama about this, and people were introducing that. Also not sure about fanboys. Yeah, that's one other thing, right? But actually, like, some people are like, it's when it comes to topics, that's safer than the previous topic, right? Those also look very young most of the times. Well, it's about making a man feminine. Are a lot safer, yes. Yes. Also, why are we speaking now about... Why are we speaking about this now? Oh no. Yeah, like... yeah, there is the idea for that, right? There is an idea for that. But it all depends like how you are portraying the character and stuff, so... on the other hand... Or just the dozens of muscular Fergies, yeah. Those are popular too, apparently. Yeah, they are. They are, surprisingly. I have no idea how and why, but you know, everyone has their own thing. In the end, like, you know, I'm like, I can do, like, I straight up literally can draw a furry. I just don't think I would feel, you know, good with drawing specific things related to them, but like, it's like making a character design actually, so yeah. Ask friend about the VR chat avatars, what they pay and stuff. Like they can pay, That's why a lot of artists are secretly doing this. Also, I think watching the stream feels like zoning out in a conversation and missing the context. It's alright, it's alright. It's okay. And he started talking about the module. What? He started to talk about what? No. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of people do base models and customize them on commission, adding accessories and animated textures, shaders. Yeah, that's like actually how some people are making art commissions. Like, hey, look at this really cool YCH, right? Yeah, exactly, that's what they wanted to say. Like, they're just making poses, etc. And like, hey, you could place your characters right here, so go forth, right? I never really understood it because it's like very limiting, but I kind of understand that it's easier for the artist to make a YCH because it's like you're taking the base. You have the base model, you are just drawing on top of that base model, right? You already have the poses. So like in theory I could even throw in 3D, it's more versatile. Yeah, it is. Because in 3D, like, even though you have like the basic model, you still have to make those changes, right? You still have to make the changes. Yeah, but with base model it's easy. No. Because it's like kind of like, actually if you even have like already like pre-made, let's say, a code, etc., and you just have to place textures on, you are speeding up your processes really quickly. Like, for example, I was like, I can go to Vroid model and like, oh hey, I really like the way how more or less the like I really like the way how C18 from Dragon Ball Z has her, like, you know, that like coat and long sleeve on top of that, right? So like I can do that kind of, and you are just mangling things up. You are making the base like, hey, there's a long sleeve here that is tied to the arms, and there's on top of that a coat that you erase the, you know, the sleeves off of, and you're just making like lines to make it, you know, brittle, and you just usually you need to change the colors for that and add like lines on top of it. And it's not really that difficult to do those custom things already in the engine just with the textures, but at times it's, yeah. I wish I knew how to 3D model to the extent where I could just make the Vroid model accessories, because I could just, you know, do them this way. Like for the glasses, I could just make the mask because you can. And the glasses can be a toggle. Then that made me remember that phase in the 90s, 2000s, where it was fashion to wear shorter clothes over longer ones. Yeah. And like C18 outfit was like design on top of that because of that thing. Because like C18 supposed to be the fashionable one. Like short skirt over pants and tank top over t-shirt and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. She wears skirt over pants too. Yeah, she does. She actually does. Also wearing t-shirt over pullover, yeah. Like silly times. Yeah. I wonder how people were not like overheating in those clothes, because I am aware that they were also wearing this, for example, during the springtime and stuff. Also, when those canvas belt came, yeah, it was a craze. Surprisingly, I do remember some of these things. Like, they were like 2000s fashion. I was young enough to actually remember this then. And the thick lanyard keychains, yeah. Oh, or those keychains that were made out of like beads and stuff from every kid's pocket, yeah. I think it was lanyard, actually. Hi Ryland, Devi here, how are you? Hope how's it going? How are we doing, buddy? Buddy old pal. Huh? Shoot, the eye is crooked. The eye looks nice. Thank you. Now watch me mess it all up with the other eye. Like every artist does. Try to learn how to do them. Yeah. Trying to learn how to do them. It's not really that difficult, actually. Generate a bunch of AI images and trying to copy while fixing issues. That's one way to learn. It doesn't have much variety, yeah. It's understandable. Like AI has like limited, you know, limited operation. Okay, you want the up eyelid to be higher than that because we want to show that we're looking on from the top, and the lower eyelid has to be like really tightly here because that shows that because like when you're looking from that, the upper eyelid is going to be taller. And I think visit some specific site with comics to check how they do different kinds of facial expressions. That's good. That's good. That's really nice. Also, that's nice that Vettel helped Zen to fix the issues with latency. Like, Zen has a software that was tracking her voice and like saying what she was saying with the AI voice. But the thing is that actually she has the, how to say this, she has she had issues with latency. So she was saying something, and before the AI was saying the thing she was saying, she was already trying to say something else, but the model was trying to catch up. Velo actually helped her to fix that. Because, like, surprisingly, it kind of, based on what I understood, it was kind of working based on what was happening with Neuro, and he actually knew how to fix that issue already because he did help Neuro to do that. Cannot just sound image latency. Oh, that wasn't the kind of latency. She had issues with the AI text-to-speech that she was using. And like the issue was actually with the TTS, yes. Because Zentraya is using TTS to speak. It's not, it's like speech to speech, actually. Because like she's speaking, but it's like she typing, no. Like she's talking, just AI voice change. Yeah, kinda. But based on how she was explaining it, when she was saying something, there was a transcription of what she's saying, and then the TTS was actually reading it line by line. And she had the issues with latency based on that. And surprisingly, Neuro was working similarly, and Vedal had knew how to help with the latency because he was already he already like fixed this for Neuro. So that's nice that actually Zentraya got, you know, the problem solved. Neuro uses even labs? I see. Hi Muto, got Evie here, how are you? Hope everything's going. I see, so I don't know. 11 labs, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm misreading a lot of things lately. I'm tired. Oh. Looks good so far. Thank you. Paid TTS service, I see. Why is she crying? Because she's spooked. You know, teary eyes and stuff. I have a lot of homework to do. No. Oh wait, is your... Can I say it? Yes. Say it. Go on. Are you actually done with the university for today? Maybe of somebody stepping on a piece of Lego. No, I see, Muto. Yeah, very understandable. Stepping on a piece of Lego. Well, if you need help with the math, yeah. I could finally... that's nice, that's nice. Remember about your medicine. Don't be shy. It's good to ask for help. I actually had a friend, I still have, but we are not talking much anymore. So basically, you know, he was a mathematical genius. Still is. Like, he was a mathematical genius to the point where he was, thanks again, everyone, honey. Glad to hear it. Medicine is important. So yeah, so the friend still is. He was actually winning the national mathematical competitions in the technical college, and he actually was sad bee noises, Muto one, honey. Oh. Oh yeah. I guess the thing is like, so basically he went for, how is it called now? Applied, not mathematics. Applied computer science or something like that, however you want to translate it. So basically, you know, the applied technical, like, you know, the applied, like, honey, I see. So the applied IT science, etc. So he is doing like all of, you know, robotics, IT systems, like TMS, like, you know, transfer management systems, or warehouse management systems, some like factory things, etc. Like generally stuff that you can apply for like companies and etc. I suppose. So basically he is doing advanced mathematics, and he was the guy who was already like doing things like university on like mathematics on university levels in technical college, and he's younger than me, right? When he went to the college, he actually said that he got stumped by some topics, and like genuinely I've got worried about him because he was defeated. Like, you could tell that he was taking pride and joy from mathematics, but actually him getting stomped by those equations that he was doing on those advanced mathematics actually got him, you know. It was mandatory for us to do the first 2 semesters of university math in gymnasium. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm genuinely sorry this happened to you. So we were in class C. Okay, like for us it was like, oh, here's class A, B, C, etc., because like they had issues in stacking the students into one class, so they had to like split the classes between like usually around 20 students, and that was it. It didn't really change anything about math, physics, chemistry, and biology. I see. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts? Yeah, they're like strudels. I think this is the actual name for it. They are strudels. From America, like stuff that's supposed to be F Pop-Tarts. Humongous raid. Hierarchy are being got over here. How are you? Hoping it's going? Hi. Dry. What flavor of Pop-Tarts you eat, Muto? And why Muto doesn't eat normal food instead of Pop-Tarts? Blueberry? Muto, why are you not eating normal food? And you ate some sugary Pop-Tarts? I forgot my money. Oh no. How you do that? Damn, to me it's a fat pain. Couldn't hear what you said. I said hi, hello. How have you been, buddy? You still grinding art? Haven't seen any of your new creations recently. Done for today. In endurance, it was like 10-hour stream. Ooh. Damn. Actually, I was thinking about doing an endurance stream during the weekend, but I can't really. I was trying to do that, but like, you know, dog and other stuff, I can really make any long consecutive stream. I have my money on the counter. Damn. Also, you get tired after 2 hours. I mean, that depends on the day. Like, when it comes to the focus, 2 hours is like max. I don't consider it finished, but still gonna post it. I also have goldfish. What flavor of the goldfish? It's pet, not food. No, it's like a cracker snack. Which can be like, usually it's like cheddar flavored. There's also sour cream and onion. Tasty though. Yes, goldfishes are tasty. No, don't eat them. Come to think of it, Muto being a cat makes it logical to eat the goldfish. Huh. I see. If I'm taking to you get tired. If I'm talking to you, you get tired. That's because I feel relaxed. It's not like I'm getting tired. I just feel really relaxed, and my body wants to fall asleep because of how relaxed I am. I'm 24/7 in the fight or flight mode. What? Survivor mode activated? I'm always on survivor mode. That's not good. Yes. I keep a multi-tool with a hatchet next to my bed. My block ain't good. That's not what I mean. Oh, I know what you mean. I don't think you took what I've said in the way how I wanted it to be. I don't think you know. Like survivor mode, fight or flight, be constantly ready to action and stuff. Beyond agile is prepared for wars, not taking a break when have to, yeah. Exactly. More often causes people not enjoy anything. Or be very stressed. Yeah, I am very stressed. Constantly. And there are moments where I can catch Onyo. There are moments where I can catch a break from it. And my body is reacting it with immediately wanting to go to sleep. Sometimes when I'm streaming I get this, and that's why usually I have the thing where after 2 hours of stream I'm also starting, you know, the tiredness kicks in. There's the, you know, my focus that runs out. And I just can't focus on stuff, and that's why I'm also, you know, cutting the thing, because like I can't focus. At that point, it's like constant ADHD. I love goldfish. Cheese. Fish. You know what that means? Fish. Bruv, I'm telling you, I really want to like make really long streams. I really wish I could. Not everything is, you know, good enough. Can I have everything, I guess, but yeah. Now at least I have more than one thing that makes me relax and actually rest. Before that, it was only streaming. No. I've got 2. Spicy. Mm. Is it me? Maybe. I like the shading. Shading on what? On RKRBs? The invisible shading, silly. Oh yeah, I really like the shading. You did improve RKRB. You have bounce lights, you have shadows, half shadows, bounce light. You have, yeah, I posted. Bro. Yeah, Muto. What's up? I still not complain, of course, feels all over the place, but I guess it's gonna take a really long time knowing that. You know, just take your time. You're doing good. I don't have anything to say. So that means you're going in the right direction. Like that's more or less the thing. Usually when I don't really have much to say, it's, you know, when I see like where people are just going in the right direction. I think it should be. It's nice, yeah. I have, but it's not in critics yet. I got a mouse knot. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, that's nice. What? No. This is my day 100 goal of my art journey in the end. Don't worry, RGB. With eating goldfish, now good mouse. Gotta keep up the grind. Yeah. It's really hot here. It's still raining. There's a thunderstorm lingering around. I got a mouse from the laptop. Your laptop a cat too. No. The latency on YouTube is crazy. Yeah. I think how Iblo and Flex doing, yeah, it's something that I'm always wondering about, like, you know, when I'm streaming, you know, hey, maybe I'm going to see them again. It's been such a long time since Iblo didn't show herself. It's about getting attached to someone, to some people and not seeing them anymore. Yeah, yeah. There were several people like that. Iblo, Flex, Sultan, Honey. Hi Real. Hi Chad, hi Chief, bye Chad, bye Chief, alrighty. First I thought it's German. Also, I'm so glad I can rest now from work. Actually, work wasn't really kind for me today. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Right? I'm just the office worker, but you know, in the end, I'm responsible for quite a bit. What you do in work? I'm a international. Hello, hello, Vtuber. I'm a international. I know, sure. Okay. So basically, I'm getting clients. I'm responsible for maintaining the clients. Maintaining the clients, making like writing emails to them, like, you know, trying to figure out what's the best for us and for them, but practically, yeah. So like there's a bunch of meetings, phone calls, emails, etc. Actually, I'm more of a project manager than a international forwarding agent, because I'm doing things that what project managers should do. So yeah, I'm pushing buttons on the keyboard until the pixels on the display make everybody happy. Kinda, yeah. And it's like, oh hey, here's the company, call them. right? Or here's another company, call them, right? Like it's company after company, and then I have to like maintain the files, fill in analytics, watch over like performance during the weeks, like a lot of Excel stuff. I have to say, now I'm sitting way more in Excel than what I've been doing in the past, like in my previous job. I'm sitting now more in Excel than before. I don't say I'm mad at it, I like it. So you like a secretary? Not necessarily. We do have a secretary. I'm also responsible for a flight planning, monitoring the fleet on the GPS, etc. It froze for a second. No. It's okay. So like, how you say fried? It's a fried. Fright. 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 A fry. Fried. Fry. Fried. What you talking about, Zeka? What you on? You say fried like fried. Oh yeah, I hear that now. Why are you making me self-aware of how my English sounds? And the I is different, E. I can kinda hear it. Oh no. It's fried and fried. Sham. It's like, hello. It's like, you know, a very complicated, like, it's free. Freight. Freight. Yeah, freight. Okay, maybe. Freight. Okay. Why can you pronounce? Why can you pronounce when I write it phonetically with characters you don't? XD. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah. I've been cursed. I've been definitely cursed. English is cursed, yeah. You don't put E before I. besides when you say wait and like 10 other words when this happens. Thanks English, that is a really good rule that you're using. Yeah, wait, 8. Like hate, freight. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Isn't it kind of important for you to pronounce them good? I mean, I guess that's one of the... Is it?
Freight.
See? It's freight. Oh. Yeah, it's freight.
Freight.
Not fried. Wait. Is there a phonetical for like both English? Because like... in British English... I'm sure that it's one of these. It's freight, but I believe it's American English.
Freight. Freight.
Yeah. Freight. It's one of those words. British, there you go. Freight. Imagine calling some potential customer and they wondering what the fuck is vehicle and freight. Dude, literally today I had a phone call with a client that we were actually about to perform a transportation for. And I was speaking to him in English and he was responding to me in French. Like, don't worry about it. Definitely don't worry about it. And yeah, it's one of those where, as someone who speaks British English, I have no clue. But yeah, it's like one of those words. It's fright and freight. Fright and freight, depending on the type of English you say. Omelette du fromage, monsieur. Also, I don't know why. Like, okay, Germans, they're going to try, right? Like, they are going to try to at least say, like, no, I'm sorry, I don't speak English, not that well. And if you try to tell them what you want, they're still going to kinda understand. French people don't give a fuck. Even though I think they know English, they are not going to speak to you in English. That's the worst bullcrap that I have ever met with. Literally. Ugh. Yeah. I hate it. I literally hate it. Because, like, literally the guy, like... How come France, that's been teaching English longer than Poland does, still has people in, like, 20s, 30s not being capable to even talk a little bit? I was in tech support for 3 months while high school. I spoke German, they wired some Austrians to me, and I had no idea what they're talking about. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Like there is a huge difference when you are when you are calling Austria and when you're, because I know the vanilla German. Yeah. Screw the French. Me. So everybody understands what I say, but I have no idea about them. Bruh. Just imagine, cool. I mean, I really have to say, like, that's one of French taco day, maybe. I really want to eat a taco. I just want a taco, like actual taco. For some reason YouTube top chat hits. Yeah, it did, because it's, you know, a chat bot and, you know, stuff. What do you want to tackle? I don't want to tackle, I want a taco. Oh my. No. No, so you... No. Doesn't want to cross the French, they already on like, actually we think that it like those are like potentially last days of us taking and like any flights to what again? I think those might be like the last days of my company actually taking last flights to the you know, to France, to be fair. Like, we can tell the third time is intentional. The what? What about the French? Yeah. So like, potentially it might be like we might not necessarily do any more routes there. Like it's very starts to be very difficult. It's on to the third time is intentional. What do you mean intentional? What is intentional? What about the French fries? Yeah, as I said, like it's, you know. I can be deceived, but you already know who you're dealing with. Like last taco I've had, like genuinely, was the taco from KFC. They are making a summer special. It was good, definitely too much tomato. Like it was just tomato and chicken. WTF? Yeah. It was just tomato and chicken. That was it. The entire thing. Would never eat taco from in KFC, bro. Yeah. Also, yeah, the that Korean burger they have that like with coleslaw and like some other stuff. It was also pretty bad. Really. Not recommended. The French fries were really good. Yeah, from a proper street vendor comes with the No. So yeah, too many energy drinks. But it helps me get stuff done. But apparently not. That's alright. Take your time. I'm not sure about this position, you know? Like the hand position and her holding the flashlight. Like this one is definitely going to have difficulties, you know? That'd be crazy. Yeah, a little bit. Crazy? I was crazy once. They closed me in a room, in a rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Rats. Rats, you say? No. This is the Pinocchio. I'm gonna die of laughter at this rate. Homie! Who that Pokemon? It's no Yoda. No corny Yoda. He probably thinks I'm a madman right now. Mm-hmm. I'm dying. I see. Oh no. Aren't we all? Oh, actually, I don't know if I've talked about it. My MRI came back. Based on what the guy who was analyzing the imaging is saying, there are no huge changes in this. Is it good or bad? they've detected a huge strain on my lower back from and mechanical damage. It's not I don't think it's like bad to like what was originally thought. I hope that it's like at least just the mechanical damage, because it should be way, you know, way easier for this, you know, to go about everything. Like from that's like the smaller evil, if you know what I mean. So things are not really that bad. So yeah, we have to be of a good hopes that the neurologist is not going to really see anything there. Can they fix it? No. I think it's the matter of some years, I guess. I mean, it's like... how to say this? At times it might be causing discomfort, but it's not in the level to make me... it's not in the level to get me paralyzed, if that makes sense. Maybe our field develops rapidly, we just don't hear about it because all the news are about bad news. Yeah, actually. There are more and more advanced prosthetics. There are people who are already capable to just live normal life because their prosthetics are literally, even though they are robotic, they can operate like normal arms and stuff. Because they're actually getting the response time corrected, yada yada yada. It's imbued with nerve bypass, unparalyzed and stuff, yeah. And you know, the thing is that it could happen, like you could potentially hear about it, but when it comes to the medical field, you don't hear about the failed operations, right? I mean, in the end, there was a guy who was literally ready to have his head transplanted. They fail animals a lot more, yeah. But also they are doing everything to stop using animals as the medical stuff, right? For the medical tests. They are now doing very realistic simulations. Well, we have to do somehow, yeah. They are making very realistic simulations, which are, as a matter of fact, working. They are starting to slowly teach people on those instead of on the animals. But of course, I have a very evil idea about this. Bro, who knew? How bad of an idea. So yeah, not sure, I should share. Oh, you can write me in the DM. I have to say that's not a bad idea, but you know, yeah, that is a good idea, but yeah, definitely not. Definitely, it's kind of evil. Yeah, kind of evil, and definitely not on this, not something to say on stream or generally on social media. So yeah. It can be consensual. Mm, I would consent. Yeah, true. I mean, people are actually consenting to stuff already. If I were in that situation, yeah. For a second, I was like, what do you mean by that? Could you add it? There isn't even there isn't even an option for that. Wasting resources, yeah. Did you play the game recently? The one that where you build the village? Rimworld, yeah. Did you? It kind of sounds like the Rimworld idea. Hmm. Like something I would do in the game. Yeah. Actually, there's a new DLC to Rimworld. I'm shocked that you are not playing it. That you didn't play it. And that's how I haven't seen Zega for next 2 weeks. DLC doesn't add that much to it. I see. Wait. We had the save our ship mod before, I see. No. What's happening? It's about to start. Oh. Actually, we're kinda about to finish, so don't worry, Muto. It won't take much before I end, so you won't miss much. It's on 6%, but I'm lazy, so... Yep. math class is coming. Yeah. Huge movie after stream? I might. Not too long though. Probably we are going to finish a like one movie and I'm going to wrap up. I want to spend some time before bed on the projects. To say we could discuss sometime Sunday and I'm pretty much free anytime when I'm not sleeping. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, we can even discuss while I'm going to watch the movie. Nah. Movie watching is sacred. What movie? Manchester House of the Ghosts. Time with mom is important. E. If you move, how much you will miss her? Yeah. I mean, now it's easy to, you know, feel that pull in the heart, you know, because you can still contact with your parents via phone. You can call them, talk on the webcam. You can quickly travel to them, right? Like now, like transportation stuff is much easier. Like I've moved and I did missed her, but we did actually have times where we were, you know. I moved out, I was on bad terms with mine too. I mean, it's not like I was on bad terms. I was with good terms with my mom. But we are meeting quite often because of that. And I could just, you know, write to her, call her. We're talking every night. I need to let my cat walk on my keyboard and see what she types. I want to. I know. Hey, isn't it like that class and we're done? Oh, actually, I think there's some more, if I'm not mistaken. No, Muto. Yeah. Remember what we've talked about, Muto? School is important. Don't get big brain. I know. That's fine, don't worry. Is there a new babe, a cat? They might not like it, but it does good for them. Hmm. Yeah. Is that guy another cat? If I were a cat, I would say the same. Bruh. I was wondering, just putting the idea there. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Just because I like cat things doesn't mean I'm a cat. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. I guess I'm going to wrap up. Yeah. I guess I'm going to wrap up just a tiny bit slowly, you know? So basically I'm now, I'm going to, after the stream, like, go watch movies with my mom, probably finish the book. Like, at least I want to go really deep into the chapters. Like, I'm really almost done with it. I'm almost done with the second chapter. Third chapter might be a bit shorter than 25 pages. And then the fourth chapter is going to be also really fast because I also already know how it's supposed to look like. And it's not really not that difficult. Like, I've almost finished the book too, so we will see how that will go. A book with like what, 6 chapters in total, like barely 100 pages. We'll see. I'm thinking about making those like mini series, mini books, because one, like I personally don't have much time to like sit down and, you know, munch on a massive book. So I think it would be nice for, like, for example, for people like me to have like a short book with like 100 pages that you could quickly munch on. So yeah, thanks Zeka, thanks RKRB, thanks Real for bringing to each other on Twitch, thanks to Cats, Zev, Ryle and Muto for bringing to each other on YouTube. 100 is a lot. I mean, in terms of like a novel, it's not really. Like, I don't have a book from novels that would be the same size, you know? Usually they're like at least 200, 250. Right, yep, bye-bye. Thank you all for coming. Stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one.